All right, welcome to the Secrets of Loss Prevention. I'm Jay Boiselle, and in this particular video, we're going to cover selection. All right, selection is key. It's the number 2 step in the 5-step process before you make that stop. And I want you to follow me as I walk through the store selecting merchandise. And I want you to see if you can tell what it is I select. All right, and then we're going to come back and talk about that in a moment. So follow me as I walk through the store, and if you were watching me, what would you see me select? Okay, let's stop right there. Obviously, I have some items that I've selected. Can you tell me what those items are? You might not be able to tell me what the brand is or what the trademark is. Obviously, this one right here is a Seahawk sticker. Did you know it was a Seahawk sticker? Could you tell what items did I select? It goes a little bit farther with that. What hand did I select those items with? Okay, did I select them with my right? Did I select them with my left? Keep in mind, you gotta watch the hands at all times. Same thing for safety. Police teach this as well. The hands is what's gonna get you killed. And in this profession, the hands is what's gonna get you to make the stop. Because what can I do with my hands? I'm gonna take it in my hands and I'm gonna shove it into a bag, down my pants, underneath my coat, into my pocket. If you can't see my hands, assume that something is going on and put yourself in a better position where you can see my hands. Because you don't know if I'm stuffing the stuff or I'm leaving it behind. And you do want to know, hey, what did he select? From across the room, you might not be able to see that this is a Seahawk sticker, but you'll know that it was from the sticker rack. Okay, so you know I have a sticker. I also selected a lanyard. All right, here I got an Eagles lanyard. Again, you may not be able to see that at the first glance, but you know it was a lanyard, and you know when I came in, I didn't have an Eagles lanyard. You saw the selection of what I grabbed. I also went and grabbed this hat, right? 49ers hat. Okay, that was pretty easy. You could see it was a nice big puffy hat. You know I didn't have a hat on when I came in. You saw the selection. Okay, did you see me select anything else? Okay, I went over to a little dice container and I got a little dice. Now it gets tricky when you have items that are this small because it's very easy for somebody to set down a ring, a small piece of jewelry, something really tiny, and you're gonna miss it. And you're gonna think that they have it, all right? So I would caution you when they select small merchandise, you better be dead on because a lot of loss prevention people make mistakes when it's one small little item. And is your career worth something that costs 50 cents? I don't think so. Stick with the bigger items when you're making those stops, and you're gonna have better stops. If someone grabs a whole handful of, say, dice, or they start clearing a ring rack and you know the rings are disappearing, that's a little different deal. But would you hinge your stop on something this small and this insignificant? Okay, that's something that you gotta ask yourself. I know I wouldn't. I'd wanna make sure that they have this item. How do you know they weren't just comparing dice or comparing their ring because they wanna get another ring, right? Do you really wanna risk your career on a small item when they're gonna steal other stuff? Get them on the bigger stuff or the bigger items that you know are going to stand out. I wouldn't risk on something this insignificant. I know some places have policies or dollar policies saying you might have to steal $5 or $10 worth of merchandise before you make the stop. A theft is still a theft and you can still stop them on this 50-cent dice, but you better be rock solid 100% sure that they got it. And can you tell if it's in my hand if I'm making a fist, if I'm palming it, or if it's covered by other merchandise? Because if you watch me, I could be acting like I'm looking at something, set down that dice, and if you're not paying attention, you're not gonna see that dice in my hand anymore, and you might make the stop thinking that I took the dice. If I go to my pocket to get out a piece of candy or get onto my phone, you're gonna miss it. And if you stop me on that small item when it was back here on the counter that I left it, and you missed it, you're gonna have a bad stop. And we don't want bad stops. Selection is everything when it comes to making stops. Know what it is that they selected, and you got to be responsible for your particular store, especially if you're traveling from store to store, to know what that store carries and what their inventory is. Thoughts, comments, go ahead and leave them below. We look forward to you subscribing to our series here on the secrets of loss prevention, and I'm here to give you more tips on our next video. Thank you.